Okay, so I get it. This is going to sound a little bit scary, but I want you to remember something. When knowledge is power, right? And so the more knowledge that you have and the sooner you have it, the more preparation, the more record keeping that you have, the better off for you. We know that the Tijuana River Valley environmental emergency is three steps, right? Get all of the pump stations online, mitigate, stop the flow. And then there's going to have to be some reclamation, some cleanup. And then I am confident there's going to be a time going forward, probably not as far off as some people think, where we're looking at class action suit, class action settlement for the people that have stood still for decades and allowed the people living here to be poisoned. And I say poisoned because we know that there's raw sewage out there. We know that there are chemicals that cause cancer out there. We know that there are chemicals out there and heavy metals. So, one of the things that you should really be doing for your family's health and wellness is tracking your family's health and wellness. Have you always used an inhaler? Yes, no. Have you had to increase your inhaler usage? Have you had to move from inhaler usage to using oxygen? Have you been diagnosed with cancer? Have you had sinus infections? Have you had ear infections, right? All of these kind of things. Have you been in the water and you contracted some sort of bacterial illness? When did that happen? What were those doctor bills? What was that outcome? What kind of cancer was it? Are you one of the people that has brain cancer? Do you have a blood cancer? Are all of those things going to be contributed to the environmental emergency? No, 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 probably not, right? But here's the thing: if you know that you have cancer causing chemicals out there, and if you all of a sudden are able to see that there is an increase in people with cancer or certain types of cancer or lung cancer or whatever in an area, that data doesn't exist yet. Doesn't exist yet. People are just now finally starting to look at that. You're going to want to have that information for yourself. Hey, when did that happen? I never did have asthma. I never had to use an inhaler. When did that happen? It was after the lockdowns. It was such and such. Or, it was as soon as we moved here, or whatever it is for you. You need to get a little diary of your health and wellness information of how it has personally impacted you. And it doesn't have to be super detailed, right? But it needs to be there. You need to have an outline. And I know that's scary, but again, it's not a guarantee that anybody gets sick, and it's not a guarantee that if you got sick it was because of the environmental emergency. It's just smart for you to have that information in place. And if you haven't already started it, now is the time to do that.